Yeah. Dad, pick up the car.
I'm excited.
Oh, you got a cell phone?
That's all good.
I'm shooting a video. I'll send it to him if he needs it.
Go up there.
Well, I guess you could do that. Well, shit, you have to hold it, hand it up to me.
They don't take it past that D-rail. I mean, they take that D-rail down. They don't take it.
This is out. Your brakes are fully applied. Your train brakes fully released. So as we work up this way, we're good, and that's all we've got. Now we're going to turn right here. Stand up. This is the safest position we can, or the only position it'll crank in. So it's in start, stop, and isolate. When you're in run, it's already running, and it will allow power to come from the generator down to the traction motor. So that's the position we need to be in. So now we've got to open this. Let me get on this side. You got any gloves?
Yep.
I'd rather you have gloves when we do this. What he's fixing to do, he's going to close this battery knife switch.
Okay.
And what he's doing, right now there's no power to these breakers. What he's going to do is allow stored battery power that we talked about, 74 volts. Once he closes this, he's going to bring power to these breakers. So just with an open palm, pick that up and push it forward. Perfect. Now on an EMD, every breaker in this black background has to be up. So start closing those.
So all of them go up?
All of them go up.
All these.
Everyone in the black background. See what you're doing. Your turbo's always up.
All right.
Turbo lube pump. We're already it sounds like we're priming the engine, but there's a soak back pump. I know I'm probably boring y'all. We're taking lube oil out and we're lubing the turbo shaft to pre-lube it before it starts spinning.
Yes, sir. And burn it up.
And it runs for 35 minutes when we shut it down, because if it just ran for 8 hours and stopped,
Cook all the oil out of it.
it could, and it look, it do that, and it, just that little bit.
Like a turbo timer for a truck.
So, do we need our heaters today?
I'm
No,
a little
tab
cool.
heaters.
I think we're good.
a little cool, but
ERM, that's up anyway. What about the toilet heater? We're still good?
we're still
See, it's
good.
not in the black background. Air dryer, radio, we don't need. Auxiliary cab leader, headlights, we don't need for cranking it. So once again, old school, EMD did a good job. Everything in the black is up. Everything looks good in here. Number lights, don't need any number lights. This old stuff, these are literally just idiot lights. Today, all this is integrated in 2 computer screens. I keep referring to a Lexus, just like a Cadillac, Ford truck, they're all so technically advanced. This is our traction motors. If we had to cut 1 out or 2 out, which we don't, and this is our headlight control switch. So we're done here. This shuts. And now we go down here on the wall. You know what? Let 2 people go by me, and then we can all kind of see it.
How far down are we going?
You're staying with me.
All right.
You want to crank it, right?
Yep. Can I move it?
No, we can't move it.
Well, we can.
If we had more time, we could.
Okay, I'll make time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make time.
Let's say.
I don't need to eat dinner.
I'll still after 3.
Let me tool this thing around the yard, I'll be happy.
David, me and you may be out here after hours one day.
That'll work.
You want to go over there and see the video?
Oh, I didn't know if we were all going out or what.
No.
I'm watching through your camera. I'll put it on YouTube. Everybody can see it. If it'll allow me.
All right, this is your engine control. Y'all come in closer now. This is your engine control stand, and I'll explain a little bit more when we get in the lab. Our engine protectors are down. This is like your gas lever. This is a lay shaft. So once you start turning the engine over, I want you to push this in and hold it till it gets going, and then just let go. And our mechanical governor will pick up the idle, and it'll run from there.
All right.
So what you're going to do with this switch, you're going to hold it to the left. You're going to be pulling fuel from the tank, filling up the fuel rails on both sides. We're going to come back to the middle and pause, and then you're going to roll it over to start, and you're going to hold it there. And I'll bump you when you just let go of that.
All right.
All right. So one hand on this, and be ready to push in when you start the starters, and then go ahead and start priming. You'll kind of feel when you get a little bit of a load on it. As big as these are, this is nothing fancy. This is just like a diesel farm tractor or truck. It's just all the components and the support components are larger. Capacities are larger. Filters are larger.
That's a more spread out.
Very much spread out. Come over and start. Hold it that way. Go to it. Push that in. starved it for fuel.
Yeah.
Now
That's what you
want
gotta
to
do
go.
with a diesel.
It's trying to, it's trying to come back, but
Idle speed's what, 150 RPMs maybe?
it's like 170, I think.
170.
I think it's 170. And see, now it thinks it needs to crank.
So all we're listening to now is the pump.
Mm-hmm.
The
turbo
pump.
Because listen, if you were going to prime it again, see what we did?
No. You have to explain it to me, sorry.
That's okay. You're gonna go to fuel. Now we had to prime it for about 30 seconds. Probably about 10 seconds is fine. Then you're gonna roll that starter over with your hand on this.
Yep.
You don't need to push it probably, but about 2 inches now that it's warm.
So prime it?
Yeah. Yeah, one hand here, one hand there.
Yep.
Got a prime. Yeah, it's not hard. You just want to get that pressure back up.
Alright.
Because you don't want those starters get hot quick. Alright, come back to the top and roll it over and hold it. Just like a lawnmower. Now when it's warm, it starts to leak. I'll show you when we get inside. There are 4 valves that create 8 launches working in unison or working against each other.
Thank you, sir.
This time, the new one, your ass don't get out of the cab. Everything's, oh yeah.
There's the shitter down there. Can't see the shitter.
Now what we'll do,
Oh,
Yeah,
got AC
shut.
going, huh?
yeah, we'll see it. Oh yeah, it's on. Now I want you to push and hold that. Good.
You gotta
Now
undo
come
it.
around here.
You gotta
Yep.
undo
Gotta
everything
open
you
those
just did.
breakers. You can do this first, which is pull this straight down. And drop all these in the black background. And now you shut this and lock this. That cabinet. And you got 2 breakers we need to drop. Those white ones, your left one and your right one need to go down. Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
You don't even
And
need
just while no, not unless you move, but just what little bit it ran, because it's only one engine. Look at your main reservoir; it's almost up to 125 pounds. So it would have stopped at 140.
That's your air pressure?
That's your air pressure. Now, if we had 2 or 3 locomotives, we wouldn't be that high that quick. Just
Got it.
because if this was
Spaces
the
it
only
out.
one, right?
There's some more volume you have to fill, yeah.
Exactly. If this was the only one pumping, now if you got 2 MU together, you're sharing air in between them.
Okay.
I really appreciate you letting us do that.
Yeah.
Oh, no
That was
problem.
cool.
No problem. And as you local guys have more time, we can set up a longer.
Hey, don't think I'm not gonna call you for that. I promise you I will.
Bart! Hey! Oh, sorry. You look all the same. Plus, I just like the yellow.